Hi, y'all. This is Wanda,
And this is Ken.
and we're the Levies. So, we wanted to speak to you about something we think is very important in any type of business you do or even in your own life. So, we want to talk to you about doing what you say you're going to do. So, my husband's very good at this, so I'm going to let him do the talking on this topic.
All right, so doing what you say you're going to do will have magical effects in all parts of your life. It's very hard for human beings to do what they say they're going to do. But if you do, things start to change. As a for instance, so if let's take a water glass and it's empty. Put it down on your nightstand. The next day, turn it over. Put it upside down. The next night before you go to bed, turn it right side up again. The next night, turn it back to upside down. The average person can't do it for 30 days in a row. It's pretty simple. And here's the amazing part about it all, is that if you actually did what you said you're going to do for 30 days without missing one time, you will feel that you've accomplished something. You didn't accomplish very much, but you accomplished something. And it just changes how you feel about yourself. Now you have the other side of it. What happens with other people when you do what you say you were going to do? People take you in a whole different light. It starts to become part of who you are. You become the go-to person. And when you say something, it carries a great deal more weight than if you don't do what you say you're going to do. And so it's not easy, as it just that water glass as example, but it takes practice. I'm still practicing myself, by the way. I'm getting better at it, but I'm still practicing. And it will have a very dramatic effect on your whole life, and especially in this business. This business takes a great deal of discipline to keep doing the things you say you're going to do. And so that is a point that I hope that you each take and ponder and be very critical about it. I have some other thoughts and ideas. Wanda, you want to talk about the by whens?
So yes, so when you start to set goals, and especially in the business, a goal to reach or attain certain amount of people in your downline, or you're looking for making so much money a month, whatever. So when you start to make goals, you'll have your big goal, but then you need to set small steps along the way. In attaining the big goal, you need to attain smaller goals. It's easier to do, and it makes you feel like you're accomplishing what you're trying to accomplish. Whereas that big goal is further out there, and it may take a little more time to get to it. So if you set the smaller ones, so for instance, like you want to say, I want to have, let's just say 10 people in my downline. So by when? In a week? In a month? 3 months? So you just sort of start to set it in smaller steps like that, and that's helpful. And you start to attain those goals, then you see that you're capable of accomplishing, and you're starting to reach the bigger goal in the end.
So I watched a video that talked about setting a goal of earning $10,000 a month by the end of the year. It's a big goal. And is it doable? I think it can be, but it's a far reach. Well, how do you get there? Well, first off, you do your by when, whether it's December 31st or January 1st. That's your major goal. Then how do you do that? You have to break it down. So go back to September 15th. What has to happen by September 15th in the paradigm that you just set for what's that major goal? So where do you have to be by December 15th? And you of course, lay down all the various criteria that you have to attain, downline, whatever it is. And then go on to October 15th or October 1st. And it shouldn't be too long, so that you, what it does, besides for, gives you something to live up to, right? Doing so you say you're going to do. It also gives you criteria to evaluate what you're doing that's working and what you're doing that's not working. Before it winds up, December 15th, and you say, holy smokes, I got to change all of this, because you have a chance to catch up very quickly and make the adjustments you have to make.
So that's our tip. That's what we wanted to talk about. And so we just want to say thank you for listening, and everybody rock on.